Good evening. The beast with 7 heads is often referred to as the Hydra. We've heard about the Hydra. It's supposed to be a mythical beast that was spoken about throughout history, sometimes passed down generation to generation to generation. You can see right here, there were movies about the Hydra. The one was Jason and the Argonauts. There was the Hydra carved in stone. Where do you think they got the idea of a Hydra if it never existed? Just because we may not see it today, or perhaps some have not seen it today, some probably have, doesn't mean that it didn't exist, except in the minds of individuals. It means that there's a great deal of people who thought about the validity of this 7-headed beast and determined that, it was worthy enough to be written about, spoken about, and taught about. That's right, you all. So I don't think the Hydra is myth. I don't. Did it exist long, long ago? Obviously it did. And will we ever see a beast like the Hydra in the future? Perhaps. Anything's possible in the world that we live in. They have them in video games. They have them in movies. They have them in books. They have them engraved on stone, you all. They do. So we're going to look into that. We're going to document everything that we look at, every single link that led us to this place that we're looking at right now. Hello there, Kali Akambra. Thank you for joining. That's right, you all. We can do it. Let me come over here. Oopsie. So, I'm going to show you what I first started looking at right here. It was Jason and the Argonauts. Argonauts. That's what I first started looking at. I'm thinking, what all was that about? Because I remember him in the Golden Fleece. And it's all right. I'm documenting this. Let me put this to where you can see it. Like right here. The Argonauts. So this is where we looked at right here. Let me put this back to me. And what I first saw, you all, was this right here. Let me get to this. I wanted to do the Lord have mercy, what happened? You all, I got my stuff all messed up here. Let me let me put this in here right now. Let me get this link put here in this sticky note, because I'm going to reference everything that we got going. Hello there, John Williams from California. That's right. We're going to talk about this Hydra. Yes, we are. So this is the next place that we went to. Right here, you all. We got it going on. So the great mystery of the 7-headed Hydra, figure of the deity. Oh, so we're going to look into these, you all. Let's look at some of these images. How on earth did I get here? Let's look at some of these images, though, right now. This went all the way down to that. That's all right. We can do it. Let me get this right here. I'm still doing it, you. I'm still putting the links here as we go so that we can see them. That's right. We can do it. Oopsie, that's one little bit too many. So let's look at some of these images, you all. This Hydra does look kind of menacing if you look at it. 7 heads, like with one body, and each head moved by itself. It didn't move in conjunction with the other heads. And then how could it be? Could it be like, well, you know what that just now popped in my head? You know how we have conjoined twins? They have like 2 heads and stuff. Now you have this Hydra with 7 heads. What was those? Was there a book about some brothers that had 7 heads or something? No, let me see this like as you all. Let me see if I can think of this right here. Hello there. It is Friday. Yes, it is. It's Friday, you all. Let's see this right here. Okay, I'm thinking about something totally different with that one right there, you all. I am, but we're going to come back over here to these heads right here. So we got these Hydras, and we can see the seven-headed Hydra with this is Jason battling the Hydra. It has a great big old snake body, you all. Whatever this is too, a giant dragon-like thing. Oh wow, we have this one right here. Let's come over here. Just look at a few of these. They look like snakes, and I don't like looking at them. Look at this. This is an old print of a Hydra. Let's click into this. Let's see. I can't read it. Where it came from. By 1806, Chapman, J. at Science and Society. You all look at that. Do you think that they saw it? Looks like a piranha mouth. It really does. The Hydra. They documented it and drew the picture of it. If you're just tuning in, welcome you all. We're going to talk about this Hydra because that's what entered my mind. I got on the Jason and the Argonauts. You can see right here, Hercules, an ancient relief. Right here, ancient relief depicting Hercules. Look how Hercules is spelled. Heracles. Did Hercules ever have a U in it, you all? I'm wondering, did it ever have a U in it? Oh, it's Saturday where you're at. Well, happy Saturday. Let me see if Hercules ever had a, I think it did. Okay, yeah, I did. It did. It had a E. It had a U in it, you all. Oh, look right here. Hercules is the Roman equivalent of the Greek divine hero. Oh, wow. Hercules, the son of Jupiter and the mortal Alcmene. In classical mythology, he is famous for his strength and his numerous far-ranging adventures. The Romans adapted the Greek hero's iconography and myths for their literature and art under the name Hercules. So let me put this down right here. I did not know that. You had the Greek, and then you had the Roman equivalent. And right here it looks like he is battling the Hydra in this image right here. Let's check that out. Yeah, he is. Let's look at this. Some kind of serpent. Now, do you think that's make-believe? Was there ever a man named Hercules? Was there ever? What is this? Yeah, I think that there was. He was written about, probably with superhuman strength. So we've got him. Romans are the same as the Greeks. Yeah, like Ukraine from Russia. Okay, yeah, so we can say that. We can. So we got Hercules. Actually, we got some other movies and stuff of Hercules. So we've got that written down. Y'all, let me get back here to the Hercules. An ancient relief with his crook and the seven-headed serpent is what it was. The seven-headed serpent. Let me see. We can see other, like, look at that. Slicing their heads off, you all. That is not too nice at all. You can see some more right here. The Antonio Tempest, Hercules, and the Hydra of Lerna. Look at that. It's like a sea monster. And this Hydra right here has wings. We did a Hydra thing before. I think it was like Cthulhu or the Kraken. One of them had the wings. I think it was the Cthulhu, you all. Hello there, Susan B., honey. Yeah. Linnaeus and the seven-headed Hydra. Okay, so the Hydra. Okay, we've got more right here. Look, the 1682 Bible Hydra, the Beast of the Apocalypse photograph from 1682. So this beast, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-headed beast. Looks like it has claws. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts of its feet. We got some angels above depicted. Well, that is kind of gross looking. It really is gross if you think about it. What is this? Pokemon. Have you all ever remember, if you played Pokemon, you might have remembered this Hydra in that deck of cards. And you'd have to ask yourself, why did the Pokemon have so many different cards? It's kind of like some other things too, you all. It really is. Let me put this back to me. Has this started yet? Has Danny Lovett, honey? It's kind of started, is what it's kind of have done. That's right. It's kind of started. I wanted to get to some of these right here. You can see the great mystery of the seven-headed figure of the deity. What deity are they talking about, you all? So, the seven-headed Hydra seen at Venice in the 1530 Gisli print. So you have kings, 7 kings. Wow. Isn't that interesting, you all? 1530, 7 kings. Yeah, the Mormon Hydra. That's not very nice either, you all. All right. That's not nice at all. We got a Hydra. That's what we want to know. We got a Hydra. So I'm supposed to be reading about this Hydra, you all. I really am. And I got myself distracted. That's okay, you all. It is, it's quite all right. So let's look at some of these other images of these Hydra. Right here, you can see that they have been engraved on tombs. This one's on a tomb. There was also, well, this is the same one on a tomb. It's showing it on a tomb. Let's see this. Where is this tomb located, you all? Who would put a Hydra on their tomb? That is the weird thing. Look at this. Ray Harish Hassan. This right here, look at this Bible mystery. This is a Hydra right here. Look at that. And it's also describing it as a Leviathan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-headed. Right here, 7-headed. So who is this 7-headed beast? That's what I'm supposed to be. Gina, honey, get to it. Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. I really am trying to get to it. That's right. I am. I almost had it. I really did. So let's get to it. Right here we can see it. That looks like the 7 candlesticks. Doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Through the ancient world. Good evening. The 7 sisters. That's right, the 7 sisters. We got the 7 sisters. Let's see this. This looks like a candelabra is what it looks like. It does. So the great mystery of the 7-headed Hydra figure of the deity worshipped throughout the ancient world. I gotta quit looking at these things on the side, you all, because that is distracting. It really is. It's distracting. So let's look at this. American scientists made a rather amazing discovery. It turns out that even in ancient times, the Aztecs, the Greeks, worshipped the same 7-headed deity. Okay, and then you got the 7 spirits of God. Isn't that right, you all? You know that? The 7 spirits of God. Is that found in the book of Revelation also? I think it is the 7 spirits of God. The 7 angels. This is really strange. After studying the petroglyphs, it was discovered that the pantheon of both these people, there is a mysterious creature depicted in the form of a 7-headed Hydra. Immediate attention to this extraordinary connection between these cultures is drawn, as this image cannot be confusing. This is the 7-headed Hydra that Menorah described in the Bible, as well as an Indian deity and many examples from other ancient world. An illustration of a 7-headed monster was also discovered in Altai. It is believed that it was created about 5,000 years ago. In the lower corner, you all, let's look at this. This is really kind of interesting with this 7. In the lower left corner of the picture, you can see the runic description, Manica. To the right is a tree, a symbol of the Milky Way, which is also sacred symbol of the Turks. Yeah, I remember that, Johanna. So after studying the Aztec pantheon, almost identical images of another creature with the 7-headed snakes were found. This image can be found in ancient temples throughout Mexico. In short, it is a creature with 7 snake heads. Oh my goodness, you all, 7 snake heads? An interesting addition to this story is the existence of an Aztec fertility deity named Chicamcotl. Her name translated means 7 snakes. She was a mother goddess who uses the sun as a shield. Notice that her sun shield looks exactly like the image of the sun on the Siberian Petroglyph below. Here's the petroglyph. The Siberian Petroglyph below. Wait a minute. Okay, it's showing a deity. But I can't really see it like that. I can't, you all. So, oh, this thing right here. Circle thing. I can't see that part right there, you. I can't. Oh, look at this right here. That is not all. No interesting correlations appear in Hinduism. So we've got something in Hinduism also. There is a goddess of fertility who is sometimes portrayed as a woman whose head is surrounded by 7 snakes. She is called the goddess Manas. Therefore, at least for the first part of her name, corresponds to the inscription of the petroglyph. In Hinduism, the goddess Manasa Devi, or Manasa Devi, is considered the queen of snakes, whose worship is very popular in eastern India, and especially in Bengal, Jharkhand, and Orissa. The cult of Manasa Devi, according to researchers, is one of the most ancient cults of India. Historians claim that she was worshipped in pre-Aryan times. Oh, wow. Did you know that they worship snakes, you all? I didn't know that. Vishnu, the creator, who brought Brahma, the keeper of intelligence. Such unexpected relationships between distant cultures may indicate that the Eurasian nomads are involved in the resettlement of America, you all. So the Eurasian nomads with these 7-headed beings, deities. Look at this, you all. Aztec, the Greeks and the Aztecs. Does that not look like a candelabra? The 7-headed snake Naga. Hello there, Patricia. Yeah, so let's look at this one too. Let's see if we can find some more. In Eurasia, the 7-headed deity was also worshipped by the Assyrians, the Sumerians, who called the snake Mushman. After all, Greek mythology also tells the story of Lernaean Hydra killed by Hercules. The name Hydra is associated with water. In Indo-European mythology, snakes and dragons were the guardians of the water. The hero must first defeat them in order to free the water and return fertility to the earth. There were no traces here after the deification of this creature, although perhaps this was due to the demonization of pantheons hostile to Greek public policy. The question arises, why did the nomads worship this seven-pointed deity? Since ancient times, people have known the constellation Hydra, whose peak consists of 7 bright stars. Did you know of the Hydra? Oh, Dalmic, I like that. Hydra, hydrate. Wow. Did you all know the Hydra Constellation? Yeah. According to the nomads, it was the heavenly dragon who created the Milky Way. The stories about the mother goddess who give her the statues, the creator of the world as a whole. Of course, there are those who will also conduct a literal analysis of these legends. Then the concept of the star goddess associated with the head of snakes. Then what was not Medusa, because she had lots of snakes on her head. Then we have famous Sumerian Anunnaki and theory of a paleo contacts associated with them. Then we have Chicomicotl and the constellation Virgo, who holds ears of corn, and it's located right next to the Hydra. The solar shield represents the sun passing through the constellations. The summer solstice was in Cancer, with the head of the Hydra from about 2500 to 500 BC. That's too much of a coincidence, isn't it? So I don't know what that means. The summer solstice was in Cancer, with the head of Hydra behind, from about 2500 to 500 BC. I'm not one studying the stars and stuff. I don't know what that symbolically means with this, the Chico Makoto parallels right here. Do you all know what about it? Yeah, because I don't know about this. The Chico Makoto as the constellation Virgo. Back to the sun shield symbol. Although this symbol probably refers to the sun, you may wonder why it looks like a cross with 4 dots. Where's it at? A cross with 4 dots. Wait a minute. What's that constellation with the cross with the 4 dots, you all? Is that, who knows which one that is? It's on the tip of my tongue. The constellation, the cross with the 4 dots. The answer to the question lies in another famous episode from Hindu mythology. Samudra Manthan, churning of the ocean. Yes, thank you, Alan. Churning of the ocean, you all. Look at that. In short, this episode depicts the creation of the universe. Good and... I got it, Susan, honey. Gina got it. Boom. I got that bot just like that. Boom. We don't want no sex bots on here, you all. I think they sent them in. They sent them in. They don't want us talking about this. That's all right. We got it. We got it, you all. So in short, this episode depicts the creation of the universe. Good and evil deities use the serpent god Vasuki, the brother of the aforementioned Manas, to rotate the mountains, Axis Mundi, and to froth milk, the Milky Way, to create the nectar of immortality, you all. Look at that. So immortality. The Hydra constellation extends more than 100 degrees across the sky. It was the longest constellation known to the ancient people. Therefore, it is not surprising that it is the snake that moves the Mundi axis. Susan, honey, you being busy too. That's right, you have. That's right, you are. Boom. We got it. So let's see what else they got going on here. The event is celebrated in India as one of the most important festivals, known as the Kumbh Mela. The Kumbh Mela. According to legend, after the churning process was completed, 4 drops of nectar were shed in 4 different places in India. Since then, these 4 cities have become the pilgrimages for this religious holiday. Since then, I already said that. Each of these cities had its own celebration date, and these dates are not fixed. They depend on the position of the sun, moon, and Jupiter, which is called Indra. If you look at the position of the sun, you will see that it should be in the signs of Aries, Leo, Capricorn, and Libra, one for each city. These 4 constellations depict celestial cross on the zodiac, and in antiquity they were used to refer to the 4 seasons. Oh, I didn't know that. So the 4 constellations depict celestial cross on the zodiac, and in antiquity they were used to refer to the 4 seasons. Possibly for this reason, the symbol for the solar shield has a cross and 4 points. That's really interesting. Hello, Michelle. How the symbol of the semi-headed deity that we see on the 5,000-year-old Siberian Petroglyph was spread all over the globe in those days when people could not contact each other. That's really interesting, you all. That's a good question. How could it do that? Spread all over the globe in the days when people could not contact one another. That's really interesting. The stories of Manus, Mushman, and Chico Makoto, A Trace of an Unknown History of Mankind. This is only one common denominator that can testify to the whole spectrum of things. In principle, thinking about a period of history that we do not know well is difficult and tedious. It remains only to catch such unusual relationships so that the scientific community could not ignore them. So yeah, you all. So we got the 7. Because it looks like a candlestick, you all. Look at all these 7, the Hydra, like right here. Let me see this. The 7 candlesticks, golden candlesticks. You can see them right here. 7 golden candlesticks. Why 7? Look at that symbol right there. You see this? Let's click. Let me do this. Look, they were 7. There was but one candlestick in the ancient sanctuary which represented the Church of Israel. The number implies the purity of the light. It proceeds from the pure celestial oil, the fullness of the light of plenty. 7 golden candlesticks. Look how this looks, you all. Why did they do that like that? I'm going to look at like this one, like right here, and or this one, and or this one, and or this one, and or this one right here, because what does that look like, you all? It kind of looks like the right there. That's what it looks like. Oh my gosh, you all. That's exactly what it looks like. Where were we at? No. had to put these side by side, you all. You're going to have to bear with me. Side by side. I cannot believe that. Can you believe that, you all? Side by side. I'm going to have to do it. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting to do this. I wasn't. Okay. See this? I'll let you all watch me. Make sure you can watch me, because we are going to put these side by side. Okay, you all just wait a minute. Let's gotta light this. Oh my goodness. Wait, I want to make sure I've got... let me just do this, you all. Let me, Gina, honey, you all just let me get it to going. I gotta get it. Gotta get the right one, you all. I do. This is strange. Well, let's see that. You try to flip on me, you all. This is really strange. Oh my gosh. Now, I did not, you all, I did not want to see that. I didn't. Let me move these over here to the side. Okay, let me just move these. I want to do this, you all. So, I'm just going to put these up here, okay? Just bear with me. I'm going to put these up here. We got the Hydras over here. I want to put these side by side. And I'm going to do another one. Wait, now I'm going to have to put you over there and hide that. I don't want that lettering on there, you. I don't. No, I'm just going to do a screenshot. Okay, that's what I'm going to do, a screenshot of these two together. Let me make it bigger. I didn't even crop that, you all. I can't have that on there. I didn't crop it. No, Gina, you did not crop it. I can't believe I did not crop that, you. I thought I did. I chose the wrong one. You all, please bear with me. I chose the wrong one to stick on there. I got myself distracted. Somebody don't want me showing that. They don't. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, now we got it. We got it going now. Right there. So this right here, this is the Aztec pantheon. Almost identical images of another creature with 7 heads were found. This is, but look at this. The symbol that represents the body of Yeshua is the 7 golden candlesticks, you all. I do not know what to think about that. That's pretty deep. If you study religion or theology, the book of Revelation or anything, you know what it says about 7. To find something like this that matches that. And this was around thousands and thousands of years ago. And there's something about the 7 spirits of God that go out into all the earth also. And the sons of God. There are... Did I put this on here? Because I'm going to put this on here also. I cannot believe that we encountered that. Let me do this. 7 spirits of God. See, you can see this. It says in the Christian Bible, the term 7 spirits of God appears 4 times in the book of Revelation. 7 spirits of God. And of course you have 7 churches. 7 churches. You have 7 spirits of God and the 7 stars, and proceeding from the throne were lightning and thunder, voices, and 7 lamps of fire, which are the 7 spirits of God burning before the throne. Aztecs and the Greeks, a 7-headed deity. This is very symbolic, you all. It really is. This is deep. It is really, really deep if you think about it. Extremely deep. So I don't know about the 7 rays. I don't. I cannot. This is, it's kind of mind-boggling. It is mind-boggling. Maybe that's why they say don't go digging, because you might find something. You might just find something. I think I'm done. I think I am done on here with this. Let me put this back to here. Yeah. So this has been around, and they wondered how the symbolism of this made it across the whole globe when people could not even contact one another at all. How it did. That's what they said. How could it make its way across the globe when people could not contact people? You can see it right here. How the symbol of the semi-headed deity that we see on the 5,000-year-old Siberian Petroglyph was spread all over the globe in those days when people could not contact one another. How could that be possible? Except this was omnipresent, all of this, you all. Everywhere. Yeah, the 7 stars. 7 stars. Well, let me get myself back over here, you all. I'm gonna put this stuff in the live stream. I am, because this got me, throwed me for a loop. It's gonna take a while for me to digest this. You can see that, wait a minute. I'm gonna put it, can you see the references right here, you all? I'm gonna put this right here. Look at this. They're dropping that chat rate. I've noticed that they do it at times. Someone told me today they couldn't even get in on the chat, and I think that they block it. Is what I think they do. I think they block it. And they did something strange. See, this is what they did strange. They sent out the going live, at a strange time. I didn't want them to send out a going live video when I did that one on the food. But I thought, if you sent it out then, when I go live tonight, you won't send out another one. And this is why. I think AI knew, somebody knew that I would do something on this. That's why the notification did not go out. It made the determination that it didn't want people to see this. Instead, it wanted to send out the notification of food expiring. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. That's right, Anna. They give out they've been doing 3 notifications a day. I've noticed 3 live. If I do one in the morning, they'll send one out. If I do one in the mid-afternoon, they'll send one out. And then they normally wait until like 8 or 9, and then they send out another one. But because I did a video at 6, they sent one out at 4, which was they should have, but then they went around, and when I did one, they sent it out at 6 because they knew I was going to do a video on this. And this is right here. This right here. This deity made it all the way around the globe. And it's what the candlestick looks like. Represents the body. Well, that's right. That's right. You get to see it, Desiree, honey. Sweet Pea, honey, you are shadow blocked from where? Muddy girl, let me show you something. Let me get over here. Let me put this back to me. I'm gonna go to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna go to my videos. Is what I'm gonna do. What I'm going to do is go to my videos. I'm going to do a search, let you see, the Hydra. These are all the videos that I've done on the Hydra. The 7-headed Hydra, that's today. The Hydra life form with tentacles in the salt mine of Romania. The Hydra, the squid, and the games. They had a game called the Hydra. They did. Let me put this right here. They had a game called the Hydra. Then we did the Hydra right here. The giant Hydras in the salt mine of Romania, you all. See that right there? In the salt mines of Romania. I did another video on the Hydras, and they're not showing it. They are not showing it at all. I wonder if I click on this, what happens. Let me put this to me. Let me do that. Okay, you can see this. This was back in January. Wow. That long ago, you all. January of 2022. It seems like a lifetime ago that this one was done in. And it looked like there was something with big, gigantic tentacles that kept expanding, and stretching out and wiggling. And there was like 4 total of them.
The Brad Owl, you remember
some people say, well, it's just ropes or it's just waves. No, I'm sorry. It's not. It's none of that. It literally is a living creature, life form that is enormous. Enormous, you all. It's absolutely enormous. I'm going to come over here so I can see the comment section on my phone. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to look at some pictures is what we're going to do. We're going to look at it. Let me spin it around. Hello there, Apple Brooks. We got the bang, bang, mucka bang on here.
Well, she's not on here no more.
And determine, hey, well, maybe that does look like a life form. You're going to say, well, I can't really see it, and then you're going to dismiss it. Oh, and this life form is behind that net that's up there. That net right there. Now, I did take time to talk in between the videos, so that's what you're all seeing right now. Look like. I think I can do this. I really think I can do this. I'm going to do it. Okay, look at this. This is what we were viewing last night. This is at nighttime. These right here, this is a walkway, little pedestrian, I think, walkway. This right here, people can come up here and stand and look over this edge. So a person would be teeny, teeny, tiny. So if you imagine a teeny, tiny person looking way over this edge, could you imagine how big this is? This right here is about as big as a person's head right here. Okay, you can see it right here. There's from last night. I'm going to show you. You can see some people. This is a person's head right here. This is another person leaning over, and they're looking down at this little merry-go-round. There's like a merry-go-round and boats right there is what it is. Okay, now this was another live cam, but they have discontinued this one. They have. It was showing this in this frame right here, and glowing in the dark is what it is. It glows in the dark, and I want you all to see it. You can see the little things on it right here. I want to just give you a little overview. This is the same image inverted. The same image. It's solid. That's not a rope. It's not a spider web. It's a living entity. A living being. This is in the edge detect right here. I'm going to show you a picture of the Hydra. Okay, so we got this. This is a Hydra. You see that the Hydra has the little balls on the tips of their tentacles. And if we look at this literally does have the same pattern as those tentacles that are reaching out, connecting themselves to that lighted area under where that park is. They're enormous. And you know, I actually did a video on this a while back about the Squid Games. Okay, so this is what a Hydra looks like. And this right here, this is in the salt mine overlooking the edge. If this is overlooking the edge, this is bigger than a human being. Okay, the humans were really teeny tiny when they were standing right there. Okay, so let's get back to this. I did it again, you all. I am so sorry. I keep doing this. Let me put this back to me. I want to get back here. Let's continue. Push this button. Oh, Gina, honey, you made it go backwards. That's okay, you all. I'm going to fast forward. We're going to get to where we saw the other one making its way. Okay, we got this. Hello there, King Ahuka Mundo. Yes, we just going to do a little background about these Hydras. I think it's a gigantic Hydra, and it's one of the tentacles because they do have the ability to stretch and stretch and stretch, extend themselves. What it's doing, I have no idea. It could be feeding off of something. It could feed off the energy. Who knows what it's doing? But it's not a rope. And I've got this super fast speed, super fast speed is what I've got this going on. Yes, like the mouth of a leech. Let me see you, Queen. Let me see you. Somebody, can you hit Queen on here? The Queen of Swords. Yes, that's right. It's like a mouth of a leech is what it looks like. Now see this one, it literally shriveled itself back up. I've got this really fast forward, you all. So let's see what else is going to happen. So I'm going to do this. Okay, let's watch this one. I wanted to get over there, you all.
Well, they're probably over 100 feet long.
It's hard to look at that. I'm not sure if this one wanted to. I know it's interacting with that other tentacle extender, or it wouldn't be moving. If it wasn't there, it would still be straight and it wouldn't be moving. Hello, everyone. Of dark matter, even though it might be blue. You know, there's areas in CERN. If you see some images of CERN, it's like blue also. It truly is the strangest looking thing. Yeah, it has something. It's doing something with its tip. Like that. Yes, we do need a Hercules. I can't believe somebody tried to say that this was waves. Waves. I didn't listen. Let me pause this. This does not want to play for me now. It doesn't. Let me put this back to me. You all, you might want to watch that video because some people said, well, that is ropes. But that's not ropes. It was not ropes at all. It was like it was a Hydra. And it was massive. Massive. And it was reaching way over that area down below because it was like a, I put my video on there where I had the Hydra of that salt mine is what I've done. No, that's right. So we've got this. Let me get off of here. You'll be watching that. Let me put that one in this right here because it is wild, you all. You want to watch that. You really do. Let me, where are we at in the high stream, the live stream right here? You might want to click it because I think they might remove that from there, you all. I do. I think they might remove it. But this is the whole list of Hydra on the YouTube. If you click on this right here, it'll take you to the other videos. It is really mind-boggling, and it was very well documented until they did away with that camera on there. They did not want us knowing that it's salt mine, you all. That's right, Desiree. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a reason why this they did not want to send out the going live because they knew I was going to do this video. Somehow they knew. That's all right, you all. This video right here might get shadow banned on the YouTube too. It might. So don't be surprised if it does. You see, I've got those in here. I put the links to those so you could see them. I am going to go. And if you're just tuning in, this is what we found. This is the big thing. After studying the Aztec pantheon, almost identical images of another creature with 7 heads were found. This is the 7-headed deity from 5,000 years ago. In the 5,000 years ago, you all. And in the Siberian Petroglyph, a 5,000-year-old Siberian petroglyph of a semi-headed deity spread all over the globe in the days when people could not contact each other. It did. So we looked up. It looked like it reminded me of the 7 candlesticks. And then look, this is the symbol. So this 7-headed deity was around all those times, thousands and thousands of years ago, spread on the earth. Yeah, that's right. See the similarities right there. That's right. So I am going to go. I am. Let me put this back to me. I've done said way too much. I really have. So thank you for coming on here. And please give this video a thumbs up. It may not be something that, you know, is popular. I can guarantee you it's not popular what was shown. I wonder if anyone else put together that little thing at the end. I didn't know about it. It's mind-boggling. It really is. So thank you for being on here, and thank you, moderators. And with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your night, you all. Thank you.